As if Atlas himself had split the world in two, one half democracy, the other dictatorship. Civilization can't live half slave and half free. One will conquer the other, which will it be? Of what stuff are heroes made? To this boy's life came a time when love for his country and freedom became stronger than his desire to live. Of such stuff are heroes made. He's not a superboy. He can't duck bullets or tune in BBC on his wisdom tooth. He's just an average boy with the stuff it takes to get along in life. Honestly, I've never enjoyed doing a strip as much as Crimebuster. Mr. Chandler is our only official source of information from that lost country, France. Our president has granted him permission to tell the American people the true facts existing there. More power to you, Chandler. Well, gee, Chuck, it must give you an awful kick to hear your father spoken of in the movies. He's taking a big risk, but he isn't afraid of anyone. Well, gosh, is he really coming to see our game tonight? Well, you don't think he'd miss seeing his favorite son in the penalty box. Hey, Dad, you haven't forgotten about the big game tonight, have you? Well, it's bad news for you, son. I have a very special broadcast this evening. Well, that French business, you know. My country comes even before you, son, but guess where I'll be right after that broadcast? Oh, your mother will be proud of her men tonight. Oh, I wish she could have left France with you. We miss her plenty, don't we? Great kid, takes after his mother. I was a fool to let Joan talk me into letting her stay there a week longer. Ironjaw! Here? Yes, Herr Chandler, Ironjaw. Your memory serves you well, but tonight you will forget many things. Perhaps you will recall seeing the great Ironjaw bite a man's arm off back in Paris. You're not scaring me, now get out! Neither you or your whole Gestapo can stop me from making that speech tonight. You're making the speech, but the way I want. Imbecile! You have to use more than a little chair to hurt Ironjaw. Well, that shell should have blown your whole fiendish head off instead of just your jaw. I'm through humoring you, fool. Your wife is still in occupied France. Need I go any further? You will neglect to mention the submarine incidents. Instead, you will read from this paper, please. I have no choice. What's this? Oh, you don't expect Americans to believe such rot. You're expected to make it convincing. I brought this along as a gentle reminder. She's a very pretty woman, but she will not be so pretty after nights of torture. Now go! As America breathlessly waits, Chandler is torn between the two greatest forces, the love of country and the love of his wife. You're on now, Mr. Chandler. Are you all right? I can't do it. I won't do it. Joan wouldn't want me to do it. I'm ready. Fellow Americans, I have witnessed many crises, but never one such as this. Tonight, my wife is alive. If I tell the truth, she dies. Here in my hand is a Nazi-penned speech. Lies! All lies! The truth is, I have concrete proof that Hitler's submarines are practicing the most inhuman method of murder ever conceived by man. A German U-boat sends an SOS. When an unsuspecting ship reaches the sub's call of mercy, the gratitude is gratefully met by Nazi torpedo. The nation is tense. This is the most startling news. And then a shock that rocks the country. Oh! Look out for her. The scene changes. We are now at Custer Military Academy. A hockey game is about to begin. Good luck, McManus. May the best team win. Hey, thanks, Chandler. Likewise. Nice teamwork, Chuck. Beautiful timing, Scott. You go in for Chandler at center, and be sure you don't tell him about his father until after the game. Yes, sir. Hear about Chandler's father? Yeah, too bad he doesn't know it yet. Shh, he may hear you. I did hear you. Too bad about what? What about my father? No, nothing. We weren't talking about you. Listen, Pike, my ears have never failed me, and neither has this fist. Now let's have it. He was shot tonight at the broadcast. It came over the radio. I'm sorry, Chuck. Are you going like that? Do you need money? No, it'd take too long to change. I've got some. I may need more. Give me all you've got. Doctor, his son is here. Shall I let him in? Tell him to come back in an hour. His dad's being prepared for an operation. No, wait. I'll tell him myself. He's got a very good chance. Now, take a walk around the park, Chuck. By the time you're back, he'll be as good as new.
Thanks, Dr. Herendine. Those are the most beautiful words I've ever heard.
So you think he has a good chance of coming through, eh, Doctor?
Yes, and next, say, who are you?
Just call me Iron Jaw. This rabbit punch makes a fine anesthetic. Come, nurse, I'm ready.
Yes, Doctor, your gloves are sterile.
Gloves? Oh, yes, let me have them.
Why, you're not Dr. Herendine?
Of course not. I'm a specialist. He asked me to take over.
Oh, I see. Why are you so rough, Doctor? Look out! You're causing a hemorrhage!
Quiet, nurse.
You've cut the main artery! You've killed him! You're no doctor!
I said quiet!
Oh!
Fainted. Well, Chandler, I must say you are a man with great courage.
I wonder who could have shot him. No, probably a Nazi agent. He'll get his when Dad gets better. Wonder how the game turned out. Huh?
Buster for sure! You're no good bum. Why you no beg like a good mom?
Hey, say, mister! You should know better than to strike that helpless little animal.
Is that so? Or maybe you like to take his place. Go away, I don't like to hit little boys.
Why, because they're bigger than your monkey? Hands off, mister!
You fresh kid, I'll fix you good.
Now, it's you who needs fixing. How much do you want for the little guy?
How much? That's different. Why, you didn't say so in the first place. Then I no punch you.
Well, you're free now. Beat it. Oh, hey, cut that out.
24, 25. Hey, you forgot the organ.
Well, the operation must be over by now. Gosh, I hope they let me see him. Look here, Gargantua. I think you're cute, but this is the last stop. And why don't you go back to the park? Lots of nice trees there.
It's a great loss to the whole nation. Shut up, Chuck.
I saw his face. It was horrible. I tried to scream, but I couldn't. Before you went under the ether, your dad said your mother was still in Paris, and should the operation fail, you were to fly over and bring her back safely.
There's a clipper leaving in an hour. You'll just make it.
Mother. Yeah, I must get to Mother. I've got to look after her now. Gee, he was the swellest. The nurse said his lower face was iron, and he stood about 6'4". I'll know him when I see him, and see him I will. I thought I told you to beat it. I might as well tell you, I don't like you, so get wise and find yourself a new organ grinder. He looked so sad when I told him off. Kind of wish I'd brought him along. What?
Inside an innocent-looking insurance office.
Sir, I beg to report that the young Chandler took the clipper for France an hour ago.
An hour ago? Why wasn't I told sooner, you blundering idiot?
A pleasure to be struck by you, sir.
Ass! Hansel, notify Portugal. Yes, sir! Gretel, notify Portugal.
Yes, sir!
We are sending men after the Chandler boy now. K9, Portugal speaking. Call me in America.
Erringer must be sleeping, letting the brat get away. Rudy, Fritz, here are your assignments.
Chuck lands at a neutral Portuguese port. Which one is Chandler? That's not funny. Hey, you! We are custom inspectors. Have you anything to declare?
Not even a toothbrush. Is that bad?
Hey! Ow! Get off me!
On second thought, I do have something to declare. 1, I don't like your face. 2, I have a left and a right to change it with. Is that bad? No, that's good. Look out, he's got a knife. I'll take over.
Go!
Don't poison yourself, little guy. Ironjaw works fast. It'll be tough getting to Mother. I thought so. They're watching the house. I don't see how I can get past them. Why, of course! Listen carefully, monkey. I doubt if you can understand me, but try, will you? Look, top floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give this paper to the lady. Huh? Well, you cute little fellow. Have you got something for me? Why, it's a note. Dear Mother, please take the first boat back for the States. It's extremely important that you do so alone. Better explanation later. Love, Chuck. I must go on the first boat. Why the delay? Isn't my passport in order?
Your passport is in perfect order, madame. Excuse me for 1 second, please. Yes, she's here now. What? I'd just like to do my duty, but if you have any meat ration cards... She wants to sail tonight. Good, let her. Let her. Why, she knows as much as Chandler himself. Are you feeling all right, Himmler? Never felt better. Why, I'll have to see if she's followed and know the moment it leaves harbor.
Sure, it's a Portuguese ship. Costs our cause nothing. And her kid will be on it too. Great! Oh, I do hope Chuck is on board. I've searched the boat and there's no sign of him. Oh, golly, Moms. It's good to hold you again. Darling, how you've grown. Kiss me again. But if Dad's all right, why did he let you come for me? And that costume, well, you've got some explaining to do, young man. Well, with him in Washington and conditions as they were, I was naturally worried about you.
Out of the night, like ghosts from a grave, the eyes of the monsters of death come closer and closer. It is encircled. Good. Range excellent. Now, release torpedoes. Ascend. Make ready for complete annihilation.
Mother! Mother! Moms! Moms, are you okay? She's hurt. She needs medical attention right away. That sub will pick us up. They'll just have to. Ahoy there! My mother needs attention. Will you pick her up? You can forget me, just her. Please.
Yeah, closer. Come closer. Now! And there you were, floating along. Your mother was probably picked up by one of the other planes. Now take it easy, son.
Don't lie to me, she's dead. They killed her just like Dad.
K9 reports a Portuguese ship hit a floating mine. The Chandlers were among the unfortunate passengers. No survivors. Bravo! Why can't the fools realize we are the superior race? They must, and they will. If I have to kill every last one of them, I swear it!
I swear it! By all that's right, to avenge their deaths, I'll fight terror with terror. They will shake with fear at the sight of Crimebuster. What happens when the immovable force meets the irresistible object? You will see the answers blast across the screen in an upcoming episode of the Public Domain Comic Book Network. Who is Ironjaw? Who is Will? Can he? Does he? The Crimebuster is a must on your list. Free! A real-live monkey. Name Crimebuster's monkey, and hey, wait a minute. The kid who named Squeaks got a monkey. The kids who named Talkie Tawny just got a free color picture. Somebody owes those kids a tiger.